All right, our last section is going to be urinary tract infections. These are caused by the presence of microorganisms in the organs of the urinary system. Bacteria can enter the urethra from the rectum or as STDs. Urinary tract infections tend to be much more common in women and men. Take a moment here and see if you can brainstorm a couple of reasons of why that might be. But I'm going to, no, we'll discuss it now. One of the reasons why it may be way more common in females than males is that the urethra in males is going to be roughly 8 inches. The urethra in females is only 1.5 inches. So a urinary tract infection does not have to travel very far. Bacteria has much less distance to cover in a female urethra. So not only is there a shorter urethra, but the urethra is also located much more closely to the anus. This is why it is so important if you have small children, especially females, that you teach them how to wipe properly and not from back to front, but front to back to prevent possible UTIs. Symptoms include fever, blood in the urine, painful and frequent urination. This can be treated with antibiotics. It is very important to treat and not just tough it out. There are some instances, and we are going to talk about a little bit later on, we're going to talk about the dangers of overuse of antibiotics. However, this is not one of them. It is very important to treat this with antibiotics because a lower urinary tract infection can spread to the kidneys and cause major systemic damage. So please, if you ever have a UTI, please treat it as quickly as possible with a round of antibiotics or whatever is prescribed by your physician. Here is a diagram showing this is the length of the male urethra. Like I said, it's close to 8 inches. Female urethra, only about 1.5. The location or the distance between the male urethra and the male anus is going to be substantially further apart than the female urethra or the female anus. All right, and I believe that is all that we have for this chapter. You should be able to list the organs and systems that eliminate waste, identify and give the function of each of the organs in the urinary system. There are not many, so please take this one seriously. You should be able to fill in a diagram and or tell me all of the different organs of the urinary system and what their role is. Number 3, explain the role of kidneys in maintaining homeostasis in the body. You should also be able to explain voluntary and involuntary components of urination and what causes urinary incontinence. Finally, you should be able to name various urinary tract infections and identify the common causes of these infections. We did not go over these in great detail, but just like with all of our systems, I would like you to pick one: homeostatic imbalance. Spend a little bit of time reviewing it and make sure that you are comfortable with the homeostatic imbalance, the symptoms, the treatments, and how the system is being disrupted. All right, please let me know if you have any questions, comments, or concerns.